My experience is that these are, every time they are equal intense energies, and they have to be stayed with for a certain amount of time, and then one wins.
What is the experience now?
Well, when I first started to speak, then something was clear, more intense, and then now there has been a shift, and there's like the more aware one, the more sane one is having more, it's not like a power, but it's having more influence than the mechanistic one.
You, the speaker, are you either of these influences?
I am not either one.
Then, what is the problem?
Well, the problem was that I was feeling like I was in the middle.
Yes, but you appreciate this distinction for yourself in a practical way. Oh, I struggle with being one or the other. I have to go from the one to the other. But have you considered that you cannot be either? You are the one who is aware of them. And therefore, you could possibly be untroubled by their existence.
Yeah, I have had that experience, and also when I am in it, it does not seem possible to pull out enough to have that, even that knowing.
Yes, that is required. We must pay for our being, even though it is our being and we already have our being, we must pay for it. It is made this way. We must earn what we already are. Are you touched by this in yourself? In your heart?
Yeah, that has been my experience. It is very, very expensive to return to who I am.
I cannot say how or why, but just it is so for everyone. It is really in the episodes of drunkenness when I went out and became inebriated by experiences filled with thoughts of very lofty things. It is at that point that I could really observe what has been taking place. To really be touched by that in one's heart is ultimately the only way out. It is not a shortcut. Nobody can create it. Nobody can remember it. Nobody can construct it or establish a framework for how do I arrive there. But there is the opportunity. above all, to emphasize that. Openness in one's heart.
When we first arrived in the meeting, I felt open. I thought it was open. And then when you had asked us to bring that conditioned part of us back, all of a sudden I noticed a lot of resistance or constriction in my chest. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that was there. And it's been there still. And now, I've been noticing it and I see it. I'm not bothered by it necessarily, but I see it. And it was just interesting how, like, I wasn't aware of it until you had asked us to bring, that conditioned part back. So.
I didn't really ask to bring those conditioned elements out from what they are hiding. I suggested I could just rest in my being, which is unpolluted by them. And if I hold that intent, then it knows that I am aware of it. Yes, you are like this. And then it will reflect the condition, the inner content. Here we do not emphasize pathologies, problems. We do our best to emphasize the original goodness of our being, our perfection, invisibility, unconditionability, a smooth openness, a void, a nothingness.